Hello everyone, welcome to another video. This will be about the round 4 game of the second Weather Caves Grandmaster tournament. I played this game yesterday against Tamás Petényi, a strong international master rated 2460. So look what happened. I started with d4, he played c5. Yeah, he wanted to avoid my London system, which, I was happy to actually d5, d6, e4, g6, knight c3. I played this before. White has a nice space advantage, bishop g7, bishop b5 check. Yeah, this move is for kind of confuse black's development, because normally it's you will need to put the knight to d7, which usually he wants to play, put to a6. So knight, so bishop to b7 also possible, but after bishop b7 play a4, and if then he plays a6, then this knight has no square, so then he needs to move again the bishop. So it's kind of creates some confusion in the black camp. Knight d7, this is a normal move. a4, knight gf6, knight f3, castle, castle, a6, bishop e2, b6, rook e1, bishop b7. We both developing the pieces naturally. Bishop f4, queen c7, queen d2, knight e5. This was the first moment I was thinking, I think, a kind of deeper, because I was not sure what to do or how to play. White is surely better, has a nice extra space, but how to make this actually a real advantage? Yeah, later analyzed this a bit with the computer also, and I recognized, which I looked this before, to somehow white needs to play for f4 in the long run, somehow play for f4 e5. But I was not sure how to make this happen, and actually probably just h3 is good move to prevent also knight g4 stop, and the bishop can go back if needed. And after capture, yeah, we just go back, and then bishop g3 and f4 e5. We're slowly prepare, but actually this is a really strong position for white. So instead of h3, I played bishop h6, which is probably not the best, also because of the rule or general idea. If we have more space, we try to avoid actually exchanges, because it normally helps the player who has less space, because then his pieces are not that crammed. And the other reason, this was one guiding line. The other guiding line was, I think maybe I can exchange his bishop, which normally the players who play bishop g7, they like the bishop because it's a good attacker. Also a good defender of the king, so I played here. Knight takes f3, bishop takes f3. And here rook d8, and I continued to gain some space. h4, rook f8, h5, bishop h8, queen f4, knight d7, bishop e2. I wanted to control the c4 square if knight e5 may come, c4. And here starts, I think, my kind of misplaying the position a little bit. Or actually, probably the best would be just be really direct to play queen g3 and then maybe f4. Try to go forward with maybe something like e5 in the future, or probably maybe the more natural way is just rook d1, continue the development, and queen d2, and maybe reposition that bishop to e3 and then d4, and now really exchange that bishop, and then still think about playing f4, e5, maybe f4, bishop f3, and then e5. It's neat preparation. The position is very good for white, but it's not that easy to play. And this is what I did not really manage to do, because position is good, but how to play in the best way? Yeah, queen c2. Yeah, here I started to play some really strange moves. Knight d1. So the idea was to play maybe knight e3, knight g4 and attack. But somehow I missed the e6 is really a good move here, so I need to go back, but still the white position is good. Actually, the other idea was to play queen d2 here with and then bishop e3. But I was thinking, okay, queen d4, and I don't want to exchange queens. But then, yeah, I could just play queen e2. And then again, rook d1, it's a very strong position for white. So knight d1, e6, knight c3, queen b4, rook a b1, rook c8. Yeah, maybe again repositioning the bishop or activating the pieces captured. Look, this is a nice variation. Bishop g4, rook c7, take, e takes d5, rook e7, rook e7, rook e7. After knight e4, actually white is winning. Suddenly. Because knight f6 check is a threat, bishop takes f6, queen takes f6, checkmate. Cannot really defend against that, or it's... Yeah, there are ways to play, but the white attack is just very strong here. So instead of that, I played h takes g, rook d1, e takes d5, and actually I need to capture with the pawn here. I made a mistake. I need to capture with the pawn and keep that bishop blocked on b7. I captured with the knight. I was happy to get the nice knight there, but which I missed. There was a nice here. The other problem was here I had only like just maybe 4 minutes left for making the time control of like another 14 moves, so it was really hard. I captured with the rook because I wanted to attack the d6 pawn, but e takes d4 was necessary. Let's look what was the problem with this. He did not manage to find. He played bishop e5, but instead of that, knight f6 actually was a strong move, because if bishop takes, rook takes d6, which I planned, the knight h5, it's a suddenly interesting move. Now the d6 rook is hanging, so queen d2 is the only move, and then c3. Look, wow, this is just so powerful. Cannot take with the pawn because the b1 rook is hanging. Need to move, then taking b2, and that's pawn is protected, pass pawn on b2. Wow, that's just too strong. But he did not do this. He played knight bishop e5 instead, queen h4, so big time trouble. Queen takes a4, c3. So I see won a pawn, but I was thinking, okay, I have the pair of bishops. It should be still quite good for white. Actually, still white is better actually here. Rook d2 pushed him back. And here, again, need to play active, but, another 10 moves to the time control, just 1 minute in the clock. I was not brave enough to play this kind of way, but now looking back, it's also hard for him because he had also very little time. Probably I should do something like this, queen h3, and then think about playing f5, try to open up the position against his king, because hopefully, his king is a little bit weaker. So I play bishop e2 with the idea of bishop g4, queen h3. Yeah, here was a line which I calculated this was probably not good for me. This is why I did not play bishop f6. To winning the d7 knight, but the problem, it's hanging check. Unfortunately, this is just winning the queen. Yeah, this winning is for black. So bishop g4, not. So I'm happy I did not play that. So queen h3, I just moved out of the knight f6. Here f3, bishop g7, rook d1, b5. Yeah, and here I just made a really bad move, bishop e3, which looks maybe a fine move with either bishop d4 or repositioning the bishop a little bit better square, but instead probably I need to play king f2 just to protect that bishop, to avoid his coming tricks. And also maybe rook h1, looking for to attack the king. Yeah, and this is probably close to an equal game. But instead after bishop e3 actually has a very nice move, knight takes e4, sacrificing the knight, and it wins 2 pawns actually, and it's really the white position is collapsing. There is no counter tricks. So he won 2 pawns. Opposite color bishops may give some chances, but unfortunately it's not really good enough, and also still need to make one more move under the time control. I just made it when I had like a few seconds left on my clock. Check. Actually, we go to an endgame where I should probably play queen e2 to try to defend, but we push the pawns on the queen side, and this should be winning. Two extra pawns is just too much. I wanted to play active, queen e4 with the idea of queen a check, but the bishop f8. Probably I can still go back maybe with my queen to e2. I want to play active again, queen d5. After this is a very strong check. And queen f1 also helped him, because after queen e3 is just too strong. Now the bishop comes to c5 and no way to defend here. Check. And the nice finishing move. bishop e3, yeah. I cannot defend. Queen f2, king d1, queen f1, checkmate is coming. So yeah, interesting game. Another situation like which was before. Again, I had a very strong position, very good position, but I did not manage to find the right way and used too much time and then lost because of the time pressure. So yeah, I try to learn from this and try to play a little bit quicker in the next games and force myself to make decisions after a certain amount of time. Yeah, let's hope I will improve in that. Okay, thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.